Hi everybody, Rick Hertz here, and I'm really excited. I've got loads to share, so let's crack on with it. I'm really excited because I'm going to be starting to do far more of these videos again. I did mention it recently, and I'm at a point where I'm ready to do so. Several things have happened. I've been on a diet recently. I've been trying to look at ways to improve my health, get my physique back up to where I was when I was doing my original vlogs a few years ago. I really wanted to get to the point where I was ready to sort of commit and start doing these videos properly. It was really important to me to start making great professional videos, to show my music and to show you what I'm all about. I've been producing music now for too long. I don't even want to admit it's probably about 20 years now since I finished my degree, which was in 2005, so just under 20 years. I did a music production degree. I went off, I worked with an amazing music producer, I worked in an amazing studio. I've had an amazing time actually doing this and enjoying every minute of it. And I'm at a point now where I like to produce my own music. I still work with others and I love to collaborate. If anyone wants to collaborate, feel free to reach out to me. I mix, master, write songs, produce, all sorts of different aspects to what I'm able to do. So if that's something you would like to look into further with me, please feel free. And that gets me onto my own music, so you can see some of the stuff that I do. Even though I'm quite comfortable mixing anything from electronic to rock, pop and metal sort of style music, I am focused predominantly on my own music, which is a more electronic rock pop style type of music. Now, if you've had a look recently, you'll have seen that I've been releasing my own tracks. One of my tracks that I'm releasing at the moment is One Last Try, and that's coming out on the 1st of September. There'll probably be a clip of that in this video, and I'm really excited because it's the third one this year. And the first two that I've released is Black Skies and Supernova. And both of those tracks are doing really well. I'm so pleased. I've managed to hit almost 4,000 listens on Supernova, and I think Black Skies is around the 3,000 mark. That's a lot for me, considering that I've only released them this year in the last few months, and I'm just so ecstatic about how well they've done. So thanks everybody who's supported me on those. Keep listening, the new stuff's coming out. So my new style of doing videos is I have made some notes for a change. I'm still going to do them on the fly though. I think there's something about doing videos kind of live. I don't want them to be scripted. I'm going to still be talking about plugins that I love using. I think plugins are amazing and they are very fast replacing hardware. So even though I do have some hardware behind me here, I have an 1176 style compressor. I have a Dolby System A Type A unit, which they're quite hard to find now in working order, I've found. You can get the plug-in audio thing Type A, that's quite good. It's a good plug-in version of this. And I've also got a preamp, which is a clone, although it's actually better than the original Universal Audio. I can't remember exactly the model, but it's a Universal Audio preamp, valve amp. I'm also using a T2 microphone here by SE. So if anyone's interested, that's my sort of setup really. These microphones are probably the cheapest way to get close to a decent sounding Neumann-esque style sound without going and spending a lot of money. You can pick up these second hand for about 200 quid these days, and they are really good. They've got all different types of pickup patterns as well, including sort of figure of 8, because they've got the back-to-back capsule design very similar to a AKG 414, but they have a slightly more Neumann-esque type sound to them. At least I feel they do. I doubt anybody who's got a genuine Neumann would sort of compare them in that way, but they are smooth sounding, not sort of as flat sounding as an AKG in my view. So yeah, I've got a really nice setup going up here, and I'm producing a lot of work. I've got another few songs to come out over this year, and I can't wait to share those with you. So, what else? Well, I think I've talked a bit about my health, which was something that was on my mind. I wanted to lose weight, I wanted to get healthier again, and I'm doing that. The keto diet has helped me a lot with that, so I do recommend the keto diet. It's a good one. It's helped me considerably, and when you're working on music, being healthy is really important. So just coming back to my new release, One Last Try. So if you've seen the imagery, the artwork, it's a picture of an artist sat around as the world turns to fire ice and looks as though it's kind of breaking apart. Now when I wrote One Last Try, I wrote it because I was coming out of a relationship. Things had gone pretty bad at the time. For me, I was really struggling to come to terms with everything, and I thought, I'm going to get up. I'm going to give it one last go, rather than just giving up on my life. I'd come from a point where it was quite crushing, and the world has been in sort of tatters a little bit around us. We've had this climate change, we've had political issues in my country, and I'm sure many others. We've had money issues going on, we've had all sorts of things that have brought particularly my country down, as well as things that I'd come out of. And I needed something to pick myself back up again. And One Last Try was a song I wrote of hope, to give everything another go, including relationships, which when you come out of a very intense relationship that goes as bad as mine did at the end. I'm still with Ellie. You'll have seen her on my vlogs and stuff in the previous videos on here. Things are fantastic between us, and I'm so happy because by getting up, not only was that song representative of the positiveness I needed to jump back up and make my life better than it had been, I was able to look back now and think that song really did mean so much to me that it actually got me out of it. So I have released it. I think it was in a demo format in the past to a radio who played it, who gave me such fantastic feedback on the song. And I thought, I've got to put this to bed and get it finished, get it mastered properly, really mix it how I intended to mix it. So that's what I've done, and I'm really pleased with it, and I hope you are going to be as well. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you'll love it when it comes out. It's going to have a video, and that's just getting on to my last thing. I am using something called Kyber AI, which you may have seen me talk a little bit about. This is an artificial intelligence video generating program, which I know brings many questions as to whether or not it should be used, etc., etc. I think as a tool and an imagery, a sort of something that gives you an image to look at with the video, it's so useful for someone like me. I'm not selling thousands of songs to people at this point in time that it would make sense for me to pay thousands of pounds, which is what you need really, to make a really good video. I can do some of my own stuff. I did one with Black Skies, but I find that doing that, it takes a lot of work to do that, this, everything else I've got to do. Kyber allows me to put my ideas into a system, so it's still me determining how the video goes, but it's almost like I've gone to somebody and say, could you do me a sort of an illustrated style video? And it puts it all together for me, and I go, I quite like it. It's something for people to watch, and it gives me a way to send my music out there with something for you to see. It's also quite advanced when you think about what we're doing here, and I think you should learn to embrace AI. I think there's so much fear around artificial intelligence at the moment that you need to be careful. I think it's going to be a very useful period of time in our future. The idea that I think somehow that it becomes sentient and takes over is not that worrying in my view. I don't think sentience is something that's going to be realised that easily. I think there could be a problem with artificial intelligence if it's allowed to do too much, making not unnecessarily a mistake, but it programs itself into sort of a mess for humanity. Yes, that could happen. I think as long as we're careful, as long as we use it for sensible purposes, like assisting with things like this, maybe so that we can use our devices and our tech more easily, use it to automate things. Will it mean loss of work for people? I just think it means that our way we work will shift and we will be doing things from a different perspective. I don't think people should fear things. I think change comes, and once upon a time there weren't cars. Once upon a time there weren't planes. People would have to use a boat to go across the water. Then suddenly planes came along and you could now use a plane. And probably people in the boating industry might have thought, oh my God, all these planes are coming, it'll ruin our careers. People retrain, they become pilots then, don't they? So I think people will just find themselves having to train in different ways as the next generations grow up. There might be less sort of work to do in certain industries, but then they'll probably and hopefully find jobs in other industries, and who knows where AI might take us anyway. It's such a big area. We may all end up in a very different type of lifestyle eventually. Anyway, that's my thoughts on AI, and I have got loads more to talk about. I'm going to be doing some more videos as well, talking about what's gone on inside my tracks. So, would you like to know a little bit more about One Last Try? Would you like to know how I made Black Skies? Would you like to know some of the stories behind the making of, say, Supernova? There's loads I'd love to go through, and I'm planning on doing it. I have actually got myself a diary sorted out here. There's tons of stuff I'm putting in here. There's loads of social media stuff I'm having to get my head around. It's been a lot of studying and a lot of building my confidence back up to get myself ready to start doing these videos. So I hope to be seeing you all again soon. If you haven't, please subscribe to my channel and please like as well. It will mean a lot to me. It'll encourage me as well to keep making these videos. I want to share more. I want to do more. I want people to comment. If you've enjoyed this video, just leave me a comment below. Do you think my views on AI are shit? Leave me a comment below. If you agree with me, please leave me a comment. If you think what I'm doing is crazy and crap, I don't care. Tell me below. I want to know everything you think. I want to have thoughts. I want to know where to go with things on this channel. I want to see what people want, what they enjoy. And if there's anything from my previous videos that they want to see more of. Do you miss my trips out? I can start doing some more vlogging when I go out. So yeah, come back at me. Tell me what you think. And I hope to engage with you, and I'll definitely be reading everybody's comments if I see anything below. I don't really normally get that many, so I would encourage you to just say something below, even if it's good luck. That would be great. So thanks for watching this way through, all this way through, and I'll see you on the next video.